Imagine a world where the odds are stacked against you not just once, but twice. Where both your race and your gender are seen not as strengths, but as barriers. That was the world Eliza Ann Grier was born into, enslaved in North Carolina in 1864. A year later, slavery was abolished. But for Black women in America, true freedom, especially in fields like medicine, was still a distant dream. In the decades after the Civil War, medicine in America was transforming, becoming more formal, more modern. But it was also becoming more exclusive, tied tightly to whiteness and masculinity. Black women were left out twice over. Most couldn't even imagine becoming a doctor. But Eliza Ann Grier wasn't most people. Her story is one of determination, vision, and a quiet revolution. With a deep desire to uplift her community, Eliza enrolled at Fisk University in Nashville, but she had no money, not even enough for 1 year. So she made a remarkable decision to alternate years. 1 year studying in the classroom, followed by a year picking cotton in the Tennessee heat. Back and forth for 7 long years. Dressed in modest, appropriate dresses, and often wearing her hair in a neat updo or braids, she worked the fields with dignity and resolve. In 1891, her perseverance paid off. She graduated with a teaching degree, but teaching wasn't her final goal. She had seen something that lit a fire inside her. "When I saw colored women doing all the work in cases of childbirth," she later wrote, "and the fee going to some white doctor who merely looked on, I asked myself, why should I not get the fee myself?" In 1890, she wrote to the Women's Medical College of Pennsylvania. Her letter was honest and direct. "I have no money and no source from which to get it, only as I work for every dollar. Do you know of any way that might be provided for an emancipated slave to receive help into so lofty a profession?" Remarkably, they said yes. In 1893, Eliza was accepted, one of the few African American women ever admitted. She worked tirelessly, both in her studies and outside of school, returning to cotton fields when needed to pay tuition. With the support of community leaders like Bishop A.W. Whitaker, she earned her medical degree in 1897. Despite immense financial hardship, her professors noted that she performed adequately and in some cases better than her peers, all while being, as one remarked, harassed by want of means. In 1898, Dr. Eliza Ann Grier made history as the first African-American woman licensed to practice medicine in Georgia. Just a year later, she relocated her practice to Greenville, South Carolina, where she served patients in some of the city's most neglected and impoverished communities. She opened a private practice, specializing in obstetrics and gynecology, offering care where it was desperately needed. Reflecting on her reception, she wrote, "Some of the best white doctors in the city have welcomed me and say they will give me an even chance. That is all I ask." Her mission was unwavering, to care for anyone in need, with no discrimination on account of color. But medicine didn't make her wealthy. Many of her patients were poor. To make ends meet, she taught on the side even as she ran her practice. In 1901, she fell ill with la grippe, what we now know as the flu, and was bedridden for weeks. In desperation, she wrote to Susan B. Anthony for help. Anthony reached out to her alma mater on Eliza's behalf, but we don't know if help ever came. Eliza Ann Grier died the next year. She was just 38. Her life was short, but her legacy is lasting. Dr. Grier paved the way for generations of Black women in medicine. She broke barriers most didn't even dare approach. She reminds us that the fight for justice doesn't always come with fanfare. Sometimes, it begins in silence, with one brave soul stepping forward. Her life raises a question: how many Eliza Griers never got the chance? And what can we do to make sure the next generation does? From the cotton fields to the medical clinics, Eliza Ann Grier's journey is a testament to brilliance, to perseverance, and to unshakable purpose. To honor her is to continue the fight for the world she dreamed of, a world where every gifted mind, no matter their race or gender, has the opportunity to heal, to lead, and to inspire. Share her story and help shape the future of truly inclusive medicine. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more stories like this, please subscribe and join us on this journey through history.